Okay, so we're going to be doing the cable tricep pushdown with the handlebar attachment. So what Nearest is going to do now, you can hold onto the handlebar from different positions. I normally just get people to hold on with their hands in line with their shoulder. Okay, so that's what I'm going to ask Nearest to do. Now from this position, he's going to push his hips back. So you don't want to stand so far away from it. You want to stand fairly close to the cable. You're creating distance by pushing the hips back and then leaning down with the upper body. He's then going to bring his elbows down to the side of the body here, and they're going to stay here. They're not going to be moving back and forth. Now you notice that the bar now is in line with his chest. And all he's going to do now is push that bar down towards his thighs by straightening out the arms. And then he's going to return back to the starting position. So you notice that his wrists aren't curling or extending back and forth, okay? Go for a few reps, Nearest. And he's leaving that little bend in the elbows at the bottom. And he's keeping his back engaged, he's keeping that stomach engaged, he's maintaining that lean forward a little bit, just a little lean forward. He's got the feet flat and firm and stable on the floor, a little bit of knee bend. You can sometimes push the knees out to the sides to get a little bit more glutes activation to help keep you stable. So a couple common mistakes would be is using that body momentum, swinging back and forth, and then letting all of the arms take over and just using momentum here. And then it actually makes it much harder when you're stood completely upright in this position. It actually makes it a lot harder and you're a lot less stable. So it actually stops you from lifting so much weight. So that's why we'll often get you to lean forward, because you're in a much stronger position from here. And then when he's done, he's just going to stand upright, and he's so close to the cable that he doesn't need to do anything else. Very similar to the tricep pushdown with the handlebar, but we're only going to be doing it with the rope instead. So with the rope, it works slightly differently. So first, Nearest is going to adopt the same position, that same starting position. So the hips are going to go back a little bit, the upper body comes down, the upper arms are going to stay by the sides of the body here. But as he's pushing the rope down, it's almost going to have the rope come out to the side. Okay, so he's still coming onto the outer part, still coming down to the thighs. He's always stretching the rope out. He's not coming down with his hands together. So that's really going to limit how far he can go. When he's coming back up, the hands actually come together at the top. So at the bottom, the hands spread apart, and then at the top, the hands are together. But he's still trying to keep the upper portion of the arms together, stable, locked on the side of the body. They're not coming back and forth. The feet are flat and firm on the floor, a little bit of knee bend, tensing up the stomach, tensing up the back. And when we're done, he's just gonna stand up, because there's not much room here. So he just stands up and is pretty much locked back into place. And we're finished.